Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome back to Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel. Today we'll be picking up after a pretty slow episode, all things considered. I feel like there's a good chance, things are gonna probably pick up a lot this episode compared to at least last episode. I don't think it would just randomly got slow for no reason, and I don't think it's gonna stay that way for a really long time. I'm looking forward to playing again. Let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Let's see if my assumption is correct or if we're going to get another relatively slow episode. It's morning. My mind slowly... What is... You good, Shirou? It's morning. As my mind slowly awakens, I sit up. It's past 8 o'clock. I'm late for school. Well, that's not really true since I'm not going to school. It makes no difference to the fact that I slept in. I'm willing to bet it's already made at this point. I get up and get changed. Can't avoid looking at the cloth wrapped around my left arm. I swing my arm as a warm-up exercise. It's fine. It rises up to my shoulders, as I intended. It's getting better day by day. There's still no sensation, but at this rate... How did we get here? What the? How did we get here? Illya's in front of me. I think he's wondering the same thing. I should be in the living room, but I'm in the shed for some reason. Shirou? 人の話聞いてる？私、こんなところで何をしてるのかって聞いてるんだけど。Boy, that arm's doing something funny right now.
聞いてる。おはよう、イリア。今朝は妙なところで会うな。
That was an odd reply on my part. It seems I'm not awake yet.
シロ、体の調子良くないの？
Man, we don't know what we're feeling.
いや、そういうんじゃない。ただ寝ぼけてるだけなんで、ちょっと待ってくれ。
I shake my head. My body is dead tired, but my sleepiness goes away.
これでよし。さっきの話だけど、ここに用があったわけじゃないんだ。ちょっと寝ぼけて間違えただけ。
そっか。それじゃあ今に行こう。シロの朝ごはん、私が用意してあげるから。
Illya happily runs across the yard. The sky is nice. It's bright blue, as if trying to wash away yesterday's gloomy air. I take a deep breath, and the cold, refreshing air fills my lungs.
イリア、今朝飯作るって言ったのか？
Wait, prepare? Yeah. That's the first thing I say after I'm fully awake. Illya's breakfast. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also worried at the same time. I'm pretty sure that Illya has never even held a knife before, let alone cooked.
横にいて監督してやった方がいいんだよな。こういう場合。
I run across the prickling grass to the living room, and I'm astonished once again. I must have been really out of it. What was I thinking, coming here in my bare feet? 4 minutes after Illya, I get up on the porch after wiping my feet.
先輩だ。
What's good? I run into Sakura as she comes out of the living room.
おはよう、さくら。今朝は悪い。寝過ごしちまって気づいたら8時過ぎてた。
I mean, do you typically just know the time as you sleep? You mean it was past 8 when you noticed? You mean it was past 8 when you woke up? He's just sitting there sleeping. He's like, yeah, it's 7:30 right now. 7:45? 8? Oh, right, that means I overslept. Like, what? It's kind of funny. Trivial, but maybe she didn't hear me. She's just looking blankly at my face.
Sakura?
I reach out, afraid that she's sick again. Boy, you're the one that's sick. Then...
おはようございます、先輩。
Or maybe she isn't, because she greets me with lots of energy.
なんだ、朝から元気いいな、さくら。その分じゃ、体の方も調子いいんだ。
What, is that boy loopy after last night?
はい、おかげさまで でですね。調子はすごくいいです。先輩に元気を分けてもらいましたから。
I think the problem was that he isn't the only one who gave you energy, but Sakura sounds awkward. Being energetic is a good thing, but I get uneasy seeing her so restless.
どうしたんだよさくら。なんか変だぞ。だいたい俺が元気を分けたって何の話だ。
That boy just forgot.
ですから、昨日。
That boy done forgot everything, huh? In your room, Sakura trails off, blushing furiously. I remember now. No, there's no way I can forget about it. Yesterday. Yeah. I embraced Sakura. No, maybe I should say she embraced me. Blood rushes to my head in an instant. I almost think that there's no blood left below my neck.
さくら、昨日のあれは。
That wasn't a dream, right? Sakura's still blushing, but she shakes her head and looks at me critically. Amazing. I thought my face couldn't get any hotter, but I guess I was wrong. Last night was... My mind labeled the event a dream. Isn't that what happened a few nights ago? Like, or did they reuse the CG? I feel like I remember them reusing a CG, but I don't think it was that one. And filed it away in the corner of my memory. No.
さくら、その昨日はごめん。
Ignoring the blazing heat, I feel I apologize.
はい。でも、私は嬉しかったですよ、先輩。
Sakura smiles and gives a lethal reply. Lethal. She got me. Sakura's so lovely that I want to hug her right here. I would have lost it for real if the sound of the TV hadn't come on from the living room and... Oh, Lord.
朝ごはんできたよ。
Come on, you gotta listen to that TV. I gotta know. I gotta know. Was that red interlude from yesterday, was that real? I have no reason right now to believe it wasn't. But if they confirm that a bunch of people just up and disappeared again... And if Illya hadn't called for me at exactly the right time...
そういうわけだから朝飯食べてくる。
Dude.
この話はまた後でな。
This fly will not leave my room. Oh, I should just go get a fly swatter. I should, but I'm gonna keep playing. I pivot like a robot and head to the living room. My limbs move awkwardly as I force down my desires.
はい、シロ、朝ごはん。
Illya hands me a plate as soon as I enter the living room. Bro, I'm scared to see whatever this is. On the plate are blackened toast, a runny, sunny side-up egg, and cut tomatoes.
Thank you.
My head's still dizzy, but I sit down in my usual spot and start biting on the toast. I decline to comment on the toast. The egg is done pretty well. Maybe she copied someone, or perhaps Osaka taught her. Anyway, I have to give her a perfect score if this is her first time cooking.
うまい。
I crunch on the toast. Illya doesn't seem happy or proud, but simply watches me in satisfaction. Yeah. She's like, yeah, I know this is trash, but hey, he's eating it. Like, you know, she's just, I guess, satisfied by that much at least. Likes the idea. I'm not giving into her happy mood, but I decide not to ask why. I'm not giving into her happy mood, but I decide not to ask why the toast feels like coal. It's good. Having your toast black or hard is a matter of personal preference.
問題あるわよ。そんな焦げっちいの食べてると体壊すわよ、あんた。
Yeah.
バカめ。米にしろパンにしろ、この焦げ目が美味しいんだ。
You do not actually think
ちょっ
that.
と、エミヤくん、頭平気？
No, but
だからうまいって。あと乱暴でもいいらしいんだ。
本格的に寝ぼけてるのね。あのね、そんなのんきなこと言ってる場合じゃないんだけど。
Tosaka looks at the TV. The TV is on, showing the morning news. Is this deja vu? The news seems to be a story I've already seen, and my mind sharpens up. The captions on the screen. An incident of unexplained comas occurred in Shinto last night. The residents lost consciousness overnight. It's being treated just like the other mysterious comas, but it's different from before. The area of the incident is 50 meters in diameter. It used to only happen in one building at a time. The damage is spread much further now. That's not the only problem. At the end of the report, besides the triple-digit number of victims, is a new list called Missing People.
父さんがこれ
そう。行方不明者14名。調べればもっと増えるだろうけど、とりあえずは全体の10分の1ってことで落ち着きそうね。完全に飲まれてしまった人間は。
Yikes. This essentially confirms that the Shadow Sakura, right? Or related to Sakura, right? Like, given that red interlude. Like, this feels about as close to confirmation as we're gonna get without them saying, hey, it's Sakura! Right? Because the last lingering doubt that maybe it was somehow just a horrible nightmare on Sakura's part, right? It still could be, technically, but it lines up too well with what we actually know is happening, right? And as she continues to need more and more magical energy, more and more people are being put into these comas. Ooh, man. Ugh. I just gotta say, if I'm right, and it is Sakura, that's just gonna make Shirou's decision so much more spicy, right? Well, you know, once he figures that out, right? Because imagine he's like, yeah, right, I made this decision to protect Sakura, right? And to defeat the Shadow. And now they're one and the same, so he really has to choose again. Does he have the conviction to protect Sakura once again, or does he, like, well, I mean, maybe he uses the Grail to save her or something, but very likely have to kill her, right? I don't know. These are excellent questions. I'm looking forward to figuring them out. Of course, I could just be wrong. Maybe that isn't the case, in which case, those are terrible questions, because they just are not accurate, right? But if I am right about that, those are interesting questions to ask. My mind freezes. I unconsciously...
わかった?これが造剣の仕業か、あの影の仕業かはわからないけど、どっちにしたって、今までとは段違いの犠牲者が出たことに変わりはない。この分でいけば、数日後には一区画丸ごと飲み込まれかねないわ。
Squeeze my left arm.
父さんが行方不明になった人たちは
I mean, almost certainly. He unconsciously squeezes his left arm. Is he about to make himself forget? I ask to confirm. Tosaka looks away, which is answer enough.
話はここまでよ。シローの気持ちはわかるけど、罪悪感は後にして。いい?あいつらは私たちに手がないと思ってやりたい放題やり始めた。私たちを甘く見てるからこんな馬鹿げたことをしてるのよ。
I feel like that's not quite what it is.
なら、舐められてる私たちが何をするべきか確認するまでもないでしょ。
Back on the prowl. Tosaka quietly gets up. There's only one place she could be going. Tosaka does not urge me to join her, but goes ahead to the dojo. Oh man. Yeah.
で、担当直入に聞くけど、腕の調子はどうなの、シロ?
It's there. Tosaka cuts right to the chase when I get to the dojo.
そうだな普通に動かせるぐらいにはなったけどそういう話をしているんじゃないよな父さんは。
ええ、私が聞いているのはアーチャーの腕として理解できたかってことだけよ。
Illya is watching us silently. I swear Tosaka doesn't know what this arm is. She doesn't know about the fear I felt last night. It'll be over for me if I take this cloth off. She doesn't know my body will be destroyed if I let this arm free, let alone use it. I recall the sensation. Unavoidable death. Felt like being buried alive. Utter obliteration, where the world is covered beneath something mysterious and ends in silence. After just a glimpse of it, my mind repeated it to itself in terror. I cannot use this arm. I'll die if I use it. Without some sort of miracle, I'll definitely die.
どうなの?私の魔術刻印を移してから1日経ったんだから少しは手応えがあるはずよ。
Honestly, this isn't something I had noticed like yesterday, but one of my commenters really mentioned that like this is like the first time Shirou's like really felt the fear of dying, right? Because in the first two routes, he just does the most absurd things with absolutely no fear if he dies, and even goes in like with the knowledge, like, yeah, I'll probably die, but I don't care, right? And now, after everything going on with the arm, he truly is feeling like that sensation of unavoidable death, and that he can't, like, his mind is telling himself he can't use the arm. It's interesting. That's so different for Shirou. Shirou's very different in this route.
さあ答えて。あなたアーチャーの腕で何ができるかもう分かっているの？
Nothing. Hold on. Sokka's question is not exactly what I'd been expecting. I thought you wanted to know if I could use the arm.
それはアーチャーの腕を制御できるかって話じゃなくて、アーチャーの宝具が何であるかって話か、遠坂。
そんなの当たり前でしょ。シローはアーチャーの腕を使ったらまずいんだから使わせるわけないじゃない。何？それとも使う気でいたっていうの？あんたは。
Perhaps. Oh, Osaka's seriously angry.
いや、そういうわけじゃないんだが、なんとなくそういう流れかなと。
そういう流れってどういう流れよ。
No kinds of faith.
まったく言っとくけど、どんな状況になろうとアーチャーの腕だけは使わせないからね。シローも私の許可なしで使おうなんて思わないで。
Dang, okay, my bad.
アーチャーの代わりなんだから勝手に死なれたら困るじゃない。
I take back what I said earlier. She knows. She's a much better magist than I am. She knows more than me about what'll happen if I free this arm.
それでどうなの？アーチャーの宝具が何であるか理解できた？
I think he kind of vaguely does, but he doesn't quite get everything, as far as I can tell. I don't know what kind of an answer Tosaka's expecting, but...
もういい加減言ってあげればシロー。そんなのアーチャーの腕を移植された時から知ってるって。
ちょっと今の本当なのシロ？
まあ本当だと思う。アーチャーの宝具はあいつの投影魔術で武器を複製することだろう。
I have a vague idea, but I can't be sure, so I'm still half in doubt.
緊張して損した。要するにもう繋がってるんだ、それと。
No? Don't know about the reality marble yet, it seems, though.
それはそれで助かるけど、どうして黙ってたのよイリア。シローがアーチャーの投影魔術を知ってたのならいちいち確認取る必要なかったじゃない。
どうしても何も聞かれなかったから言わなかっただけよ。リンはシローに投影をさせたがっているんだから伝えるのはリンの役目でしょ。
Fair enough.
私が口だ。
何よその口ぶり。あなたあそこまで用意しておいてやめるって言うんじゃないでしょうね。
それはリンとシローが決めることでしょ。確かに宝石剣を複製できればリンの勝ちよ。だからこそ私も手を貸してあげた。けどそれは私の義務だから手を貸しただけ。決してあなたの方針に賛同したからじゃないわ。
Ooh, a little bit of conflict here. Judging by the conversation, Tosaka wants me to project something.
いいかな。要するに何か複製したいものがあるのか、遠坂。
そうよ。シローにはあるものを複製してもらうわ。私たちだけじゃセイバーにもあの影にもかなわない。だからサーバントにとって代わるサーバント以上の魔術講師、霊体であるサーバントを打倒する概念武装を作り上げなくちゃいけないのよ。
Go ahead and project an M16.
概念武装。それって決められた事柄を実行するっていう固定化された魔術品のことだっけ？
ええ、物理的な衝撃で相手を打倒するのではなく、概念、コンパクトしての重みで相手を打倒するアウトブレイカー。あなたにはその中でも特殊なうちに伝わる短剣を投影してもらうわ。
Interesting. Defeats its opponents using the weight of its concept. So... Just kind of does something when it's used. It doesn't need to, like, deal physical damage. Interesting.
目標は セイバーの宝具に対抗できるだけのものを作ること。
Yeah, that'd be nice.
バーサーカーを倒したセイバーの宝具は見たでしょ。単純な火力で言えばセイバーは他の追随を許さない。
Yeah, that thing sliced through Berserker like butter.
あの黒い影だってセイバーの宝具を受ければ跡形もないだろうし、私たちだってあんなものを振るわれたら防ぐこともかわすこともできない。けど逆に言えば急増ですぐ壊れる模造品でもセイバーの宝具を上回る剣さえ作れれば、あとは戦い方次第ってわけ。
Oh, believe me, it will be. It's a sound argument and a natural conclusion. If Saber's Noble Phantasm is their strongest weapon, we just need to prepare something that outperforms it. Make a weapon that is stronger than your enemies. It's the simplest and surest way to win.
どうかな。それだけの宝具を投影するなんてできないぞ、俺。あ、いや、そもそも投影魔術が成功したことなんて一度も。
Yeah, that seems like quite a jump, but...
ええ、私たちが知っている投影が成功したことなんて一度もないでしょうね。けどあなたの投影はそういうレベルの話じゃない。今まではやり方がわからなくて間違った方法で間違った投影を行っていただけ。けどアーチャーの知識があるならあとはそれをなぞるだけでいい。アーチャーという見本を知っている今のあなたなら投影は必ず成功する。
I mean, yeah, and I suppose we know Shirou definitely has the means to replicate Archer's methods. Maybe not his raw power, like ever, but, well, technically also not true, but it would probably kill us, but we could do it. Tosaka sounds confident, but even so, I have no confidence in myself.
いい？前にも言ったけど、あなたは強化じゃなくて投影の魔術使いなの。
She did tell us that before.
そのあなたがより上位の複製者であるアーチャーの魔術理論を踏めば、本物と同じ能力を持つ複製品とまではいかないだろうけど、オリジナルに似た能力を持つ複製品を形取れる。それ以外のフォローは私たちの役割よ。私とイリアは今あなたに投影してもらう武器の材料をできるだけオリジナルに沿うように用意してるわ。投影時の資料になる設計図はイリアがリーディングで解析中だし、本物に使われていた材料は私の方で用意してる。
I feel like we really don't need the materials, but maybe it makes our job easier if we have them.
まだ準備に時間がかかるけど、これが揃ったらあとはシロウ次第よ。シロウが形だけでも大主婦のパスを複製してくれれば、造剣と正面からぶつかっても勝機が見える。
So they're going to prepare the blueprint and the materials, and I'm supposed to put it together? I have no problem if we can defeat Zoken that way. I'll happily go with her plan, but...
仮に俺がその武器を投影できるとするぞ。その場合、材料はいらないだろう。オリジナルがあるなら、それを見せてもらえれば、あとはこっちで真似事をする。
That's what I said.
材料なんて用意してないで、今すぐ試してみればいい。
バカ、それができるなら2日前に試させてるわよ。いい？今のシロウじゃ投影はできて1回。それも必ずどこかにほころびができるイメージになる。それじゃあ意味ないでしょ。土蔵に転がっている出来損ないと同じ。形はそっくりでも中身がないっていう偽物を作られたらたまんないわ。
Yeah, that's a good point.
けど俺はその偽物しか作れないぞ。
だからそのフォローを私たちがしてるんじゃない。投影に必要な魔力と知識を補うためにできる限り本物に近い素材を作っておいて、
Okay.
あとはそれにあなたのイメージを重ねて固定化するってわけ。
So that is what they're doing then. So it just kind of takes a lot of the pressure off of him, like magical energy and knowledge-wise, to have those materials already ready to go, rather than having to create them.
簡単な足し算よ。シロウのイメージと私たちが用意した材料を足してより高い数値を求める。
まあアーチャーの腕で投影すれば材料や元になる設計図もいらないんだろうけど、
Yeah.
そういうわけにもいかないでしょ。
Okay, so what are the odds that we fail and then have to bust out Archer's arm?
アーチャーの腕に頼らないで戦う武器を用意するって言ったら、もう この方法しかないのよ。
元からあるものを投影で強化するってことか。
Pretty much.
そうだな。それなら少しは。
Sounds plausible. We might be able to do it with
け
practice.
ど、成功するかどうかわからないぞ。強化だってマスターになる前までまともに成功しなかったんだ。そんな離れ技、ぶっつけ本番でできるとは思えない。
Oh boy, you better figure out how to do it on the spot.
ああ、それは大丈夫。シロにはこれから投影の練習とアーチャーの知識の引き出しを猛特訓してもらうから。
Yeah, you better be drilling him. Pause.
そうか。俺もその方がいいんだけど、なんか嬉しそうだな、遠坂。
Man, she's about to go full drill instructor mode. I've seen people in drill instructor mode. I lived on a military base. Whew. You do not want to see people go drill instructor mode. I feel like she's about to do it.
まさか。ここのところずっとイリアと積み木遊びしてたから、出来の悪い教え子とコミュニケーションするのもいいかなって思ってるだけよ。
Okay, now what do we do to deserve that? Ugh, I get the chills, recalling the weird sensation from yesterday. Osaka got me naked, came close to me, and stuck her fingers in me. Nothing happened then, but if we're going to do that again today, Sakura's gonna be angry. I might get a big scolding from Sakura, resting in her room.
と、冗談は置いておいて、話は分かってくれた？それなら、最後の確認をしておきたいんだけど。この作戦でいいかってことよ。結局私たちはシローの投影に頼るしかない。アーチャーの腕は使わせないけど、それでもアーチャーから魔術を習う以上、シローの体にはアーチャーっていうサーバントの毒が混ざる。
いや、従うも何も造剣が倒せるなら文句はないぞ。魔術の鍛錬だって遠坂が指導してくれるなら頼もしいし。
Yeah?
はっきり言うわ。アーチャーの魔術を習うってことは、アーチャーの腕の束縛を解くってことよ。
That's awkward.
つまりね、ここで投影の鍛錬をする間は、その正外符を外せって言ってるのよ。
Yeah,
私は。
No, I don't know about all that, Tosaka. My mind freezes. Take the shroud off? Release this arm that terrified me, made me cry, and made me shake in the corner just by loosening the cloth? I don't even need to think about it. Okay, so this is highly tough. That's tough. Oh, man. It feels like this really is our only plan right now. But, like, we've seen that Shirou, like, just does not have the capability to do this. So, that is highly tough. It really feels like it's building up to a, no, I won't do that. I kind of want to see what happens if we say yes, though. Because it's like, it's the right plan, but can we do it? Like, I feel like we just have to give it a try. I don't know. I feel like a lot of my logic has been wrong, and it's just been safer to follow what Shiro's heart might say. But I'm going with my logic anyways.
ああ、それでどうにかなるんなら。
I muster all my resolve.
遠坂の方針に従う。この布外せばいいんだな。
And I managed to nod.
そう。やっぱりそうきたわけ。
Did she want us to say no?
なんだよ遠坂。今の答えじゃ不満か？
She wanted us to say no.
別にあんたに脅しなんて意味なかったって再確認したところ。
Yeah?
正外符を外してもいいだなんてあっさり言うとは思わなかっただけで、答え自体には満足よ。
Tosaka looks away, clearly displeased.
変だぞ遠坂。こっちが覚悟を決めてうなずいたっていうのに、 俺が悪いみたいじゃないか。
I mean, based on what we just saw, would she really have asked us to do that?
変なのは私の方よ。その答えを欲しがったのに、いざ言われたら頭にくるなんてどうかしてる。
That's tough.
けどシロ、さっきも言ったけど、私はあなたにアーチャーの腕なんて使わせない。
Yeah, that's what. Now I'm like, she kind of contradicted herself.
正外譜を外させないってことよ。
Was that just a test to see if we'd actually do it?
あなたの覚悟を試した私が言えることじゃないけど、二度と正外譜を外すなんて言わないで。
Dang, okay, my bad.
それを外すってことは、もう戻れなくなるってことだから。
I really did kind of feel like that just came out of nowhere. But I was like, dang, I mean, if we have to take it off, we have to take it off, right? That's where I was. And it looks like Tosaka was just testing us, so. Sounds more like a plea than a warning. I grasp my left arm that's covered by the red cloth. I don't want to take this off either.
アーチャーの魔術を習うってのはどうするんだ？布を解かないとあいつの魔術構成は引き出せないんじゃないのか？
もちろん。だからここは無理を承知で少しだけ正外譜の工作を緩めてもらうわ。それなら封印を解いたことにならないし、アーチャーの腕からの反動も少なくできるでしょ。
I feel like she probably wanted us to say no, in retrospect. Oops. Oh well, we'll move on with it. This is probably another one of the things where Tosaka wanted us to be able to disagree with her. Or like say no to her. Right, just like with the Chaos versus the Alliance kind of, right, where if we swore everything to her, right, she was disappointed and did the Chaos. But if we were like, no, like, I'm not going to unconditionally support you, like, that's ridiculous, right? Then she'd be like, okay, good, I'm glad. Right, I feel like it was another one of those situations where she wanted us to say no to her. Whoops.
そうだな。じゃあさっき遠坂が言った布を外せっていうのは。
ええ、少しだけ布を緩めろってことよ。けどそれだって大事だから、まずシローの覚悟を試してみたってわけ。ともあれ、これはいつかやらなくちゃいけないことでもある。シローだっていつまでも布を巻いたままなんて嫌でしょ。せめて自分で巻き直せるぐらいできないとこの先やっていけないんだから。お風呂の問題とか何かの拍子で外れたりとか。
Fair. That boy can never wash his left arm again. That thing gonna be stank for all eternity.
ああ、そうだな。
Could you imagine?
それは確かに。
でしょ。だから今のうちにせめて布が緩まった程度の反動には耐えられるようになっておかないと。
Oh, we have. That's the problem.
昨日の刻印はうまく馴染んでいるようだし、耐魔力だって上がっているし、意識の保護はイリアがやってくれるから、今なら5分ぐらいは OK なんじゃないかしら。
イリアが保護するって、そのイリアと2人でアーチャーの腕を押さえつけろってことか。
ちょっと違うよ。私が守るのはあくまでシローの精神だけで、アーチャーからの逆流を我慢するのはシローの役目。
Alright.
シローはアーチャーの経験を引き出さなくちゃいけないんだから、防ぐんじゃなくて耐えなくちゃいけないでしょ。
Oh. If Illya cuts off the flow of magical energy from Archer, I won't be able to learn his techniques. Even if it's poison for me, I have to taste it to understand its content.
わかった。じゃあ俺は布を緩めてできるだけ左腕からの逆流に耐えればいいんだな。
ええ、その時は目を閉じて内側に意識を向けること。
Illya does not seem to like this plan.
魔術回路を開く時と同じだから簡単でしょ。
But he can't do that either, though. What?
とにかくシローはアーチャーの投影技法を体験するだけでいい。身に染みさせるだけでいいんだから、間違っても理解しようだなんて思わないでね。ごめん、ちょっと席を外すわ。あとはよろしくね、イリア。すぐに戻るから、その間にシローを鍛えてあげてちょうだい。
Tosaka suddenly gets up and leaves without hurry.
どうしたんだあいつ。
It's a good question.
さあ、何か忘れ物でもしたのよ。
You know, that sounds about right for Tosaka.
そんなことより、シロウにはやることがあるでしょ。拘束を緩めるなんてバカな真似は反対だけど、シロウが約束したのなら手伝ってあげる。さあ、リンが戻ってくるまでに済ませましょう。
I low-key just sided with Tosaka over Illya again. Whoops. Maybe. Depends on if saying we won't loosen the shroud actually means we wouldn't do it. Illya comes behind me and lays her cold hand on my back.
エリア。
いいから目をつぶって、シロウが一番得意な瞑想して、魔術回路が開いたらこっちでシロウの意識をプロテクトして正外符の拘束を緩めるわ。タイミングはこっちで測るから、シロウは流れてくる魔力に耐えてるだけでいい。けどくれぐれも死ぬ気で耐えて。左腕からの反動でシロウは間違いなく飲み込まれるから。
Alright. I nod back and close my eyes. I quietly gather my senses and create another nerve inside me. And yeah, y'all needed to get that one worked out. The step has gotten much easier over the past few days. Once I complete the line of light running through my back.
余計な忠告をするね、シロウ。リンが知ってるのは英霊の腕を移植された人間の痛みだけよ。だからリンはこれがどういうことになるか分かってない。シロウがどうなっちゃうかも分かってないの。けどそれも仕方ないわ。
Yeah.
だってシロウとアーチャーの関係を知っているのはこの世で私だけなんだから。
Is that why she's so against it? That would make sense, actually. I'm interested in what the impact of this is going to be. Ellie says something strange in a voice too vague to hear clearly. Oh lord, here we go. Alternatively.
さて、
Alternatively. Interlude moment. She leaves the two of them and comes out into the yard.
どういうつもり、さくら。体が悪いんだからおとなしく部屋で休んでいるんじゃなかったの？
She's spying on us. Osaka Ren coldly regards the girl before her. Mata Sakura looks down uneasily. There are no words between them. Ren mercilessly condemns the outsider, Sakura, who is at a loss for words, feeling beholden and inferior.
さくら、エミヤくんが心配になって見に来たのなら戻りなさい。それだけの理由なら私も見なかったことにしてあげるから。
Sakura trembles a bit. Her older sister is bitter. She corners Sakura, even when she knows of her uneasiness.
違います、姉さん。私はただ。
Pushing her resolve, Sakura looks at her ideal, her older sister. But
説明は不要よ。私は部屋に戻れって言っているの。ここで何を言われようが、あなたを道場に入れることだけはしないから。
Rin cuts off the girl.
そんな中に入れないってどうしてですか？
Because he literally needs to be at maximum focus for the next 5 minutes.
どうしても何もないわ。マスターとして行動するとき、私たちにとってあなたは敵でしかないだけ。いい？さくら。戦闘に参加せず、ライダーでこの家を守ろうが、あなたが造剣の手駒であることに変わりはないの。そんな相手の前で鍛錬なんてできるわけないでしょ。
And true. I mean, kinda cold, but true. Faced with the cold words, Sakura can only stand there. Osaka Rin is serious. Unlike Shirou, her sister is worrying about when she might fall under Zoken's sway and become their enemy. No, Rin probably assumes they will end up as enemies. She bites her lip. As Rin says, Sakura can fall into Zoken's hands at any time. Her body is getting worse every day, and her memories are becoming more vague. Only respite came when she slept, but now she's begun having nightmares. It'll be no surprise if she goes crazy at any time.
そういうこと。何よりそんな魔力不足の体でうろつかれちゃ迷惑よ。今のあなたはいつ倒れるかわからない。まあ、今は落ち着いているようだから倒れたりしないだろうけど、無理をすればするほどエミヤくんが心配するわ。そうなれば彼、今以上に追い詰められるわよ。それはあなたも望むところじゃないでしょ、さくら。
Using her weakness against her. Rin is absolutely right. She is. Sakura drops her gaze further, biting her lip helplessly.
分かってくれた？なら早く戻りなさい。お昼になったら呼びに行くから、それまでちゃんと休んでること。
She nods. Rin turns her back to her younger sister, as if to tell her that she's just a nuisance.
待ってください、姉さん。
何？まだ何かあるの、さくら？
はい。姉さんの話は分かりました。私も部屋には戻ります。けど、ちゃんと聞かせてください。姉さん、先輩はもう戦えないって分かってるんでしょ？
You really keep insisting that, which is, you know very well he's gonna keep fighting. Come on. I mean, like I said in like the last episode or the one before, like Sakura's literally the one that gave an anecdote about how he does not give up no matter the odds, right? She knows very well he's not gonna stop, right? No matter what.
なのに今日も先輩を呼び出して、これ以上何をさせようって言うんです。
She's not making him do anything. She stops before leaving. Mato Sakura's appeal is born of desperation, a fury of emotion that the quiet girl has never shown. Though surprised, Rin answers her with the same coldness as before.
何って魔術講座よ。このままじゃ造形にもセーバーにもあの黒い影にも勝てないでしょ。だからシローにはアーチャーの腕から魔術を引き出してもらう。
Oh lord, she's about to get
アー
desperate.
チャーの腕は経験値の塊だからね。正外符の拘束を緩めれば、シローが眠っていても一方的に経験値が流れ込んでいって強引にレベルアップさせられるでしょ。
Sakura's not gonna like that. As it matches the motto, Sakura knows that this is a reckless plan. What her sister intends to do is just torture. It's like pouring 100 units of fuel into a container called Shirou that can only hold 10. Even if 10,000 units are poured, the excess will overflow, and the container will only hold 10. But that will only be painful. Shirou will gain far less than a tenth of the agony he goes through. And most of all, a person with a normal mind will never be able to endure it. If you set a mud puppet against a tidal wave, the puppet will be washed away. That's what loosening the shroud means.
じゃです。そんなことを続けたら先輩の体が持たない。
We've accounted for that.
それだけじゃない。先輩は姉さんを信じています。信じてるからそんな無茶なことだって受け入れる。けどそんなことをしていたら結局最後には姉さんの一言で鼻布だって外してしまうに決まってます。
I mean, yeah, but he wants to win just as badly as Tosaka does, so.
さくら。
Sakura does not look down. She stares straight at her sister.
そうね。けどさくら、私が言わなくてもあいつは自分から正外符を外してたわ。さっき話しててそれが分かっちゃった。
Oh, whoops.
ほんとどうかしてるわ。私がどんな風に忠告してもね、きっと最後には何でもないことみたいに外しちゃうのよ、あいつ。
Whoops. That's got to be a result of the that choice we made earlier.
姉さん。
そう。それがわかるから、そんなことをしなくてもいい方法を提示するしかなかった。外さなくてもなんとかなるって知っていれば、あいつだってギリギリまで我慢するでしょ。だから私の役目は、そのギリギリのうちに戦う道具を作らせること。それが終わればシローを休ませる。閉じ込めてでもおとなしくさせて、聖杯戦争が終わるまで戦わせないわ。
Yeah, you'll have to confine him. She's telling the truth. Tosaka Rin is showing as much consideration as she can. But that is her mind is Tosaka Rin. As the successor of an old family lineage, Sakura knows the other side of Rin.
姉さん。姉さんが先輩を案じてくれているのはわかります。けれど、姉さんはそれだけです。もし今の方法でおじい様を倒せないと分かれば、姉さんはきっと使う。
I mean, true.
あなたは遠坂の魔術師ですから。勝つため、魔術師としての規律を守るためなら、 姉さんは先輩を道具として使う人間です。
I mean, she's not really wrong, but I feel like if Shiro's just cool with that, then it's, I don't know, is it that big of a deal? It's up for debate, but they're not questions, but statements of fact. The Tosaka heir closes her eyes and...
ええ、今の方法が失敗してゾウケンとあの影が昨夜のような強行を繰り返すなら、シロにはアーチャーの腕を使ってもらう。彼一人の命で済むのなら当然でしょう。
She makes a declaration with her head held high.
そんなの勝手です。先輩は初めから聖杯なんて欲しがっていなかった。マスターになったのだって偶然じゃないですか。ならもうこれ以上無理やり戦わせるなんて間違ってます。
Yeah, I think you just have a fundamental misunderstanding there. She's not forcing Shirou to do anything. Right? He's the one who wanted to keep fighting. Right? Tosaka gave him several chances to back down because of that fact.
何か勘違いしてるみたいね、さくら。
Yeah.
いい？私はシロに無理強いなんてしていないし、そもそも本当ならシロに発言権はないの。シロは私のアーチャーから腕をもらって一命を取り留めた。その後もあの腕に耐えながら受け入れている。
I wouldn't say that.
ならその時点であいつの命は私のものでしょ。
Oh, Lord.
シロにあの腕がある限り、あいつは私のアーチャーなの。わかる？この戦いが終わるまでシロは私の使い魔ってこと。
That is brutal.
さくらに口出しされる言われはないわ。私はあいつが戦いを望む以上全力で力を貸すし、貸してもらうだけなんだから。
And that's fair. And it's as long as he wants to fight. Which he's not gonna ever suddenly stop. He's not gonna be like, yeah, okay, I guess we give up. That's not happening. She cannot say anything. The girl cannot say anything back to her sister, who is full of intimidating confidence.
話はそれだけ？じゃあ部屋に戻りなさい。ここにいられたら迷惑だって言ったでしょ。
Tosaka-rin turns around and heads to the dojo. The girl watches it as if it's a distant scene. The familiar yard is vast. There's nothing around, and it feels like nothing is within reach. In that artificial solitude.
そう。先輩まで取っていってしまうの。姉さん。
Oh, Lord. Yikes. The girl murmurs something without emotion. Yikes, that's scary. She is gonna kill Tosaka, huh? She's gonna do it. Whoa. I don't know when Tosaka got back, but she's in front of me.
あれ、何やってんだ、父さんが。
なんでしょうね。様子じゃない。
それよりお昼はリンとさくらの方が。
What? That's strange. Why are they talking secretly in front of me?
父さんが、イリア。
Maybe my throat is bad, as I can't talk in a big voice.
せーの。おい、何話してるんだ、二人とも。
Oh my god. Their conference abruptly ends. Oh, it's back now. Seems the loud voice did the trick.
何よ。さっきまでは私の味付けも新鮮だとか言ってたくせに。
Oh yeah,
シロ、辛いの苦手ってこと？
that boy completely forgot about lunch, huh? We just time skipped low key.
リンのは辛いんじゃなくてしびれるのよ。もうお昼はさくらに任せるって決まったんだから、いい加減諦めなさいよね。
Never mind.
シロウだってさくらのシチューがいいって言ったんだから。
Seems they're talking about lunch.
あのな、今はそんな場合じゃな。
I stop halfway into my sentence. See the clock and find out it's almost noon. Something's nagging at the back of my mind. Nothing strange. The dojo's the same as always. but I'm getting chills. Sokka left at 9 o'clock. Information I don't know in my head. Groceries. I responded to their conversation. Something. In my head are details of every weapon. They said something concerning the pain of the white arm. Skipping 40 and 26 times. The memory disappeared and returned. Goodness. Information I don't know in my head. Groceries. Illya said something concerning. That boy has a lot of info he should not have, and that is kind of hard on his head, I guess. I hit my forehead with my fingers. It's fine. The dizziness is gone now.
シロ、どうしたの？イリアと商店街まで買い物に行くんでしょ？
I looked through my memory. I did indeed say we'll go shopping together.
じゃあ行こうか、イリア。
I shake my head and start walking.
ちょっと、なんか変よあなた。生涯譜を戻した時は元気だったけど、今になって疲れが出たとか？
Just kind of be losing his memories a bit.
そうだな。確かに少し混乱してる。
He didn't need those memories anyways.
まあ、大したことないぞ、こんなの。
This is nothing compared to the pain from yesterday. My body feels fine. I was just a bit dizzy, so there's no problem at all. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. Add some weapons screen updated. Probably the weapons screen, right? Oh my god! Yeah. I think we have already seen all of these weapons, yeah. I'm not really seeing anything new. Did we ever actually read the description of Kancho and Bakuya? Twin swords that Archer likes to use. Their rank as a noble phantasm is C-. They are a pair of swords with a strong bond that will return to their owner even if events cause them to be lost. Their strength as swords is high, but they also serve as ceremonial equipment. When both are equipped, magic resistance and physical resistance improve. Oh, well, that's convenient. It might just be Archer's taste, but words thought to be a charm against evil spirits are carved on the blades. Divine skill, flawless and firm. Strength moves mountains. Blade cuts water. Life approaches the Imperial Villa. We embrace heaven together. Two great men shared life. I have no clue what the heck that means. Is there anything on the status screen? Maybe it updated some people's noble phantasm rank. Guess not. Yeah. Oh, wait. Berserker. I mean, we kind of already knew that, though. Doesn't look like there was really anything that new, besides maybe Kancho and Bakuya, but there's a chance I just skipped it in Unlimited Blade Works. Pretty good one, actually. Or that I just don't remember reading it, even though I did. I go outside with Illya. We can't spare the time to go shopping often, so we'll have to push ourselves and buy about 3 days' worth of groceries. I'm worried about what's going to happen when we're gone, honestly.
それじゃ派手に買い込むか。イリアは何がいい？差し当たっては昼飯のメニューだけど。
あれ？お昼はシチューじゃないの？シロ、さっきそう言ってたけど。
Did we?
ああ、そうだった。まあ決まってるならはっきりしてていい。さくらのシチューって言ったらホワイトだから鶏肉を見に行こう。
We head to the familiar butcher. We're buying 3 days worth of groceries after all. Can't waste money, so we have to walk around to find cheap, high-quality goods. And after 30 minutes of fast-paced store hopping,
いっぱい買ったね、シロ。
Illya looked bored while we shopped, but she's laughing now with the groceries in hand.
悪い。買いすぎた。イリア、そっち重くないか？こっちの袋のが軽いから取り替えよう。
I hold out the lightest of the 7 bags I'm holding.
重くないから大丈夫。
Listen, groceries are never heavy. You always make only one trip. That's the rule.
それよりもう一個持とっか。シロ、いっぱい袋下げててブドウみたいだよ。
Look like grapes.
いや、俺も平気なんだけど。
That is a weird
ブ
comparison.
ドウってのはまたすごい例えだな。
本当は風船持ったピエロみたいだけど、ブドウの方が可愛いでしょ。
What the heck? Illya chatters happily, then starts running.
待てってばイリア。重くはないけど走るのはさすがにきついんだって。
It's not heavy, but I'm scared of the tofus and eggs breaking. I'm scared, so I sigh and follow after Illya with quick steps. That's the biggest compromise I can make since I was put in charge of buying groceries. So I follow after Illya while being careful with what I'm carrying. Illya must like it, because she looks really happy. Illya stops running and starts to walk beside me once we get to the intersection.
The love is cute as get undo we freeze the line. Do you give out this guess who get him up and so on and shine.
What the heck was that song? I have no clue what that might be. I'm gonna need a translation on that. I don't know, like, any German. I'm almost positive that's German. Based on, D, or die. I think it's D. Dare. Those both mean the. I know that. Thanks, COD Zombies. Illya's singing. It's a familiar melody. I think I heard this song in school when I was a kid.
This shoe is the young glossy. There don't hold and boo never. You gonna get side blue. There the count to go on as how.
I can't see her expression since we were walking side by side. There's no way for me to check what kind of a face she's making as she sings, or how she's feeling as she walks back home.
Then see what incline and see where il glide with me be il dim be il shall he diffuse where il shall he na film there.
Because of the background music, it's kind of weird, like they don't match up. A familiar melody. The simple song is easy and kind, but because of that, it sounds lonely. Illya is probably happy. That's why she's singing as we walk home. But I think of another reason at the same time. It's natural for Illya to sing. She can only sing by herself on her way home. She had neither friends to talk to nor a father to wait for her.
If cloudberry belly was sweet, can the shiva unda sami ilanzi ikan dilo lela
That last line made this hit so much harder. Wow, what was that jump? I was gonna screenshot that. What? Why is it so high now? Is that just like... Unlucky. Is that a glitch? I mean, I guess I feel like it can't be, or else this wouldn't all be drawn. But this right here, she could only sing by herself on her way home, as she had neither friends to talk to nor a father to wait for her. That's just like, even just something as simple as, you know, groceries, you know, like, have affected her loneliness, right? And who she is. God, man. On the side of the road, I look at the tall, concave mirror. In the mirror is me, holding many groceries, and a girl, singing with her eyes closed. It's nothing. It looks like normal siblings home after shopping. That's what's so great about it. It looks so natural that it makes me imagine. What if Kiritsugu were between the boy holding the bags and the singing girl? She'd kill him? How happy would that be?
Illya.
Am I still in on my potential theory that we are actually unironically related to Illya? I don't know. Because, I mean, that is a theory I've made, and technically it hasn't been debunked yet, I think. But just him thinking that, like, what if Kiritsugu were between there, right? Like, what if we were all, like, a family? Like, how happy would that be? Just making me think about it again as a possibility. I call out to her. Don't say something stupid. She turns back innocently. That's because she's suppressing her true feelings. Illya's killing her own emotions. Illya's kept something bottled up within her ever since Archer disappeared. That's why we can hang out like this. Because Illya can't smile like this unless she keeps her true self hidden. I'm the same way. I'm postponing something I already know. I'm running away from what I have to say. Yeah, he is. I just went along with Illya's lie.
Shirou?
Illya probably gave up. She stopped pressing the problem on us and going along with our end. That's fine. If Illya likes this relationship and wants to keep ignoring that, I won't lose anyone. But still.
Illya. この戦いが終わった後、もし帰るところがないんなら。
There's something wrong with me. I'm about to say something I don't have to. But I have to say it while I still can. I'm going to go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy, so...
Illya, このままうちで暮らさないか?
I have to ask her before I go crazy. She stops. Illya answers in an emotionless voice.
それはキリツグの息子として?
Brutal. Looking quietly at my face. Kiritsugu's son. What Kiritsugu couldn't do. What Kiritsugu abandoned. I'm Kiritsugu's son, even if I'm not blood related, so I must assume his duties. I have to face this girl not as Emiya Shirou, but as Emiya Kiritsugu's son. No, that's exactly what she doesn't want you to do. That's what Illya is asking me. And of course...
俺は親父の息子で、イリア
No!
一緒に暮らしたい理由はそれだけだ。
That's the only reason? Oh, no! I feel like you just... Oh my god.
本気? シロウがキリツグの代わりをするの?
No! Oh my god. She'll kill you.
いや、俺じゃキリツグにはなれないし、キリツグの代わりもできない。俺とキリツグは別の人間だ。キリツグとしてイリアに返せることなんて俺にはない。けど、俺は親父が好きだ。親父だから、イリアがキリツグを憎む心の中に少しでも許してやってもいいって気持ちがあるんなら、俺はイリアと一緒に暮らしたい。今までできなかった分、これから取り返していくのはダメか。今のままでいいから、イリアと一緒に暮らしちゃいけないのか。
There's no reply. Illya looks down, and after shaking her head...
それは無理だよ。私は長生きできないし、シロウも長生きなんてできない。
I suppose you're
だ
right.
から、一緒に暮らすなんてできないわ。
I suppose you're correct. She refuses me with a bright smile.
長生きできない。
そんなこともう分かってるでしょ。ええ。どっちかがどっちかを犠牲にすれば少しは生きられるかもしれないけど、二人一緒は無理だと思う。この戦いが終わった時、私が生きてるってことはシローはもういないってことだもの。ほら、だからできないの。シローがいないエミヤの家には私の居場所はないんだから。
Illya's voice contains conviction. The silver-haired girl describes an ominous fate like a prophet.
でもちょっと残念かな。今の言葉もうちょっと早く言ってくれたらよかったのに。そうしたらほんの少しだけ運命は変わっていたかもしれないから。
Well, assuming that's not some lack of a choice that I made, that's gonna be an eternal what if, huh? I don't get what Illya's saying. I don't get why one of us has to die, or why she's given up and can say such things with a smile. I don't either, but...
バカ言うな。そんなことにはならない。ゾウケンがイリアを狙っていようと、その前に俺たちでゾウケンを倒す。
Oh,
イリアだってそのために遠坂に協力してくれてるんだろ。
never mind.
そうね。けどそれが問題なの。これはリンには黙っていてね。宝石圏の投影、遠坂の遺産を複製することはリンの方法じゃできないの。
What do we need? What's she about to say?
だってシローの投影は投影魔術じゃないんだもの。普通の投影魔術ならある程度オリジナルに似せたものに投影を重ねて補強することはできる。
Yeah?
けどシローの投影は違うわ。シローは1から10まで全部を自分のイメージで作らないと
Okay.
形にできない。
So what? The materials are useless? They are useless?
だってあなたの魔術は投影じゃなくて自分の心を具現化するものなんだから。
イリア、どうして。
How does she know the nature of Archer's magic?
だから無理なの。リンが必要としているものを作るには
Yeah.
シローはアーチャーの腕を使うしかない。けどそれがどういう意味なのかシローはもう分かっている。さっきみたいな一時的な記憶の欠損なんかじゃ済まされない。一度でも使えばシローはもうシローでいられなくなる。
Yeah.
シローは自分のこと、さくらのこと、私のことでいっぱいいっぱいでちょっと混乱してるんだよ。だから今の誘いは忘れてあげる。シローだってわかってるでしょ。全部を選ぶことはできない。助けられるのは一人だけなんだって。
Can only save one. Oh man. Are you for real? Are we really only going to be allowed to leave this route with one of them alive? Illya turns her back to me and goes up the hill. I can't hear the familiar song anymore, and her words linger in my ears. Dang. God. Is that really where this route is headed? God, man. Because Illya's not wrong. She's not. That's ominous. Before I left click, let me get a sip of water. Crashing sound comes from the kitchen. This is the 4th time this afternoon.
ごめんなさい。
Okay, good.
大丈夫ですから。
Not ominous then. Just concerning. Sakura's voice comes from the kitchen. Tosaka must be tired of scolding her, because she just sits there quietly. It's before 6. Sakura's making dinner, as she requested. Tosaka and I were kicked out of the kitchen, so we're waiting for dinner without doing anything. The sound of a dropped plate. In just half a day, I've grown used to hearing the sound of Sakura's mistakes. Yeah. Yikes. It all started earlier today. Sakura couldn't make her stew after we returned from shopping. When we came home, she was clearly not feeling well.
大丈夫です。確かに熱っぽいけど、お昼ご飯ぐらい作れます。
I'm sure Sakura could have made lunch, but I can't push her when she has a fever. Around 2 o'clock, Tosaka and I managed to persuade her to take a nap. And at that time, we promised her...
じゃあ、熱が下がっていれば、お台所に立っていいんですよね。
that. And later in the afternoon, Sakura was starting to cook in the kitchen after more training that ended before I knew it.
お疲れ様です、先輩。待っててください。すぐお夕飯にしますから。
Sakura goes back to work, full of spirit, but I can instantly tell she's just bluffing. Must be tired, so go ahead and rest. Sakura doesn't come back down. Even when I tell her Tosaka and I will do the cooking instead, doesn't back down, not come back down.
もう、先輩も姉さんも、あんまり過保護にしないでください。
Man, when did you ever do any
私
fighting?
だってマスターです。これぐらい、戦うことに比べたらなんてことないんだから。
Or is that your point? This is nothing compared to what we have to do. I don't know. Because last I checked, besides nearly murdering all of us at the school, you haven't done any fighting. And a lot of murder of innocents, but they don't know that yet. Maybe she's being obstinate, as Sakura does not back down. On top of that, she wouldn't even accept any help from Tosaka or me. Tosaka's surprise is so unexpected that I'm stunned.
だって、姉さんは先輩を鍛えてくれているでしょ。なら、私だって役立たずじゃいられません。私も姉さんみたいに何かの役に立ちたい。それに、これは私が今まで受け持ってきた役割だから、これだけはずっと私が受け持っていたいんです。
I mean, I can get that, but not the move right now. This must be the one thing Sakura can't give up. It'll only make you uneasy if you can't do something that's been part of your routine for a long time. Alright, I'll leave you in charge of dinner. Tosaka started to criticize me, but...
はい、頑張ります先輩。
Foolish move. Now y'all gotta go buy plates. It was nothing compared to Sakura's joy.
はい、長らくお待たせしました。
A cheerful voice echoes through the room. Sakura starts putting the dishes onto the table.
お、炊き込みご飯。手が込んでるな、さくら。
先輩がいいアサリとエビを手に入れてきてくれたので、今夜は海鮮でまとめてみました。ご飯はアサリの炊き込み、エビは包み蒸しにして、イカはエスニック風に仕上げて、とどめにイリアちゃん対策でハンバーグまで完備したのです。
That's quite a meal. She's filled with confidence. Everything looks delicious, like she put all her heart into it. I'm pretty sure that the secret ingredient is her high spirits. Everybody's stunned. Fire. Y'all clapping at the dinner table? The three of us at the table clap.
一時はどうなるものかと思ったけど、我慢した分の見返りはありそうね。じゃ、ありがたくいただきます。
It's gonna be real awkward if they bite into it and it's trash.
私も遠慮なくいただくわ。シロ、そっちのフォークちょうだい。
はいよ。じゃあ、それじゃ、俺も失礼して、いただきます。
はい、おかわりありますから、いっぱい食べてくださいね。
I bow and reach out for the steamed shrimp wrap. It's bite-sized, looking more like steamed dumplings. It looks pretty, with a topping of green onion, ginger, and radish sprout. I was worried about letting Sakura cook for all of us, but this is more than... Oh, it's trash. I freeze. All three of us make a sour face for an instant. We continue eating as if nothing happened. No, we can only continue eating. None of the food on the table is good. It's not that they're terrible, but everything seems to lack something, and the taste is out of balance. An awkward silence. Yikes. We don't make eye contact, but wordlessly continue eating. But it should be impossible to keep deceiving Sakura. She's the one who made it. She'll notice right away when she starts eating. Our silence is only delaying the problem. I look at Sakura. Just realized it by now. Sakura should be shocked, but she hasn't even taken a bite yet. I keep looking at her. What's going on? Sakura's looking down at her bowl and chopsticks with a troubled face. After a moment's hesitation, she reaches out. The chopsticks fall. She quickly grabs them and reaches out for the bowl. I can't keep watching this. Sakura keeps repeating the same action. She reaches out for the food with clumsy hands, but she drops her chopsticks every time and picks them up in a hurry. It doesn't seem like her fingers are merely numb. Looks so clumsy that it seems like she's forgetting how to use the chopsticks every time she picks them up. Yikes. It's just getting worse and worse, huh? She doesn't see it. Sakura should know how obvious it is to us, but she doesn't notice. As if telling us she's alright, she keeps going through the same motions. She awkwardly picks up the food, quickly brings it to her mouth, puts it in with some difficulty, and then tries to remember how to use the chopsticks again. She's trying so hard that there's no way I can ask if she's alright. Sakura doesn't notice. Or rather, she keeps eating as if she doesn't notice. I do the same. We pretend not to notice Sakura's abnormality and finish dinner silently. Yikes, Sakura is just getting worse and worse the more time goes on. That is not good. I decided to clean up afterward. Sakura wanted to, but I stopped her. It doesn't seem like she can handle it, and I don't want her to find out that she can't do something she's so accustomed to.
いいから部屋に戻ってちゃんとあったかくして寝てろ。ほら、昼だってあんなに熱があったけど寝てたら引いたんだろ。なら今度だって。
Your fingers will work again if you sleep and rest. I naturally stop myself. Sakura bites her lip and looks down.
さくら、別にこれからずっとってわけじゃない。調子が悪い時に無理をしたら治るのが遅れるだけだ。
I think the problem is she's gonna be like this until she goes berserk and gets the magical energy that she needs.
さくらが悪いわけじゃないんだから、しばらくは甘えていていいんだぞ。
I mean, true. It's not her fault, but...
そんなことありません。私、どこも悪くなんかないんです。熱だって下がってるし、ちゃんと昨日のことも覚えてるし、先輩の顔だってわかります。私は今まで通りで失敗されるようなことなんかない。ないから、そんな風に心配されなくても、ちゃんと。
Couldn't even hold chopsticks.
心配されなくても大丈夫か？バカ言うな。さくらがそうやって無理をするなら、俺もはっきり言うぞ。夕食の準備に2時間もかけた。不注意で7回も食器を落とした。おまけに、味付けだって失敗してた。塩加減はまるっきりできてないわ。胡椒は効きすぎだわ。さくらの料理とは思えない。張り切るのはいいけど、結果が出ないようじゃ逆効果だろう。
Ah, that's brutal. I mean, she might need this directness right now, but sheesh, he's just unleashing.
わかったか？さくらは元気なつもりでも、小さなところで熱が残ってるんだよ。言っとくけど、俺は怒ってるからな。明日から厨房には立たせない。完全に治るまでは無理なんてさせないから、おとなしく眠ってろ。
I think the problem is that the fever, it's not just going to go away, right? Unless you guys like win the war and use the Holy Grail. That's about all you can do. Without waiting for her reply, I pull her to the guest room. Her steps are heavy, but I ignore them and take her to the room. Tosaka's waiting at the door. It's 10 o'clock. I know it's useless, but it's time to go patrol the town.
早かったわね。で、さくらは？
Not well.
一応寝かしつけてきた。なんだかんだ言っても疲れてたんだろうな。ベッドに横になった途端、すぐ眠ってくれた。
そう。じゃあ後のことはイリアとライダーに任せましょう。姿は見えないけど、ライダーは屋敷のどこかでサクラを警護してるだろうし。
I'd imagine. I would imagine. Radish protecting Sakura, just like she says. I'm sure she's remaining in spirit form to ease the burden on Sakura.
おそらくあと数日も持つまい。
Yeah, he's remembering. I recall the priest's words. The crest worm in her body will take her magical energy as long as the Holy Grail War continues. It's dangerous to put form to her servant in her condition, and she should save her energy for emergencies. That's why Ryder is in spirit form.
暗い顔ね。何か言いたいことでもあるの？
Yeah, we gotta hurry this along or she's gonna die. Like, for certain. Something I wanna say. How stupid. Of course I wanna say something.
遠坂、今晩のうちに造剣を倒せないか。
Tonight? Aren't you the one who just tried to learn projection, like, literally today, and lost, like, memories of, like, 3 hours? Bro, not a shot. We have no time to waste. I mean, you're right, but there's no shot. Sakura's weakening day by day. I'm gonna believe the priest's words. She might die tomorrow.
無理よ。今の私たちじゃ相手にならない。焦るのもわかるけど、サクラを助けたいのなら今は我慢なさい。私たちが倒れたら、それこそサクラは助からないわ。
Yeah, I guess that's the scenario where freaking nobody lives, right? Except maybe Sakura, because she just feeds on everyone's ever's magical energy.
今はまだ戦
Maybe
わな
not
い。
even that, though.
ああ、それはわかる。けど、それなら、
巡回の意味がないって言いたいの？シロー、私たちは造剣さえ倒せればいいの？違うでしょ？聖杯戦争に巻き込まれて無関係な人間が死ぬことが許せないんじゃなかったの？
Yeah, the problem is that's already happened. That's right. I know. The patrol has a meaning. Even if we just run away, if we find them, we have to do everything we can so that there won't be victims like yesterday. But what did I swear to protect more than that oath?
シロー、ちょっと大丈夫エミヤ君。
He chose Sakura over that oath.
いや、少しめまいがしただけだ。それより、すまん遠坂。今のは考えなしだった。
いいわ、別に謝らなくても。さくらも危ないけど、あなただって疲れてるんだもの。本当はね、今日の投影は3日に分けて習得してもらうはずだったのよ。それを今日だけで成功させるぐらい頑張ったんだから、今すぐ戦いたいって気持ちはわかるし。
Able to use projection after just today's training?
どうしたの？何かおかしなこと言った？
いや、今日の鍛錬はきつくて、耐えるのに精一杯だったから、時間が湧かないみたいだ。
そうね。無我夢中って感じだったもの。けどその甲斐あって、最後には1回だけ探検を投影できたじゃない。
Does he even remember that?
まあ、今のところ成功率は1割以下だから、これから要修行ってことだけど。
Well, I guess that's how it was if I was into it. It's probably why it was late afternoon when I noticed. Why did he think it was so weird that she said he can project if he literally projected today? When we get to town, I realize something's wrong. Saka must notice as well, because she shuts her mouth and concentrates on the surroundings. Uh-oh. That's not the song we want to hear right now. The scene's the same as always. It's past 10 o'clock, and the town is dark and quiet. There's no one out on the streets, and there's no sound. It's because it's become familiar since the Holy Grail War started. Quiet, nighttime atmosphere. But
静かね。
Chisaka murmurs beside me. Yes, it's quiet here. The town has been quiet at night these past few days. It's the deepest silence, the deepest sleep. But still, the silence tonight is quieter even than that.
ねえ、あっち側って昨日もああだっけ？家の明かりはおろか、街灯まで真っ暗だけど。
What is going on? Chisaka's looking down at the road that leads to the Ryudo Temple. Oh no! The opposite direction from Shinto, right into the suburbs. There's no light there, and it looks like a black wall.
行こう。
I step into the dark town. Tosaka is silent. This is something we don't even need to think about. We both know what happened. It's contradictory. We know we'll have to admit the truth if we go, but we start walking, hoping that we'll be proven wrong. God, this song is so creepy. What did I feel when I first saw it? A black wall, completely obscuring the other side. The instant I pass it, I understand what happened in this area. Is that just the crest worm? Is that what I'm looking at? Is that what I was just looking at? I don't know. It might be. It flashed for so little time, but it would make sense. The town is too quiet. It's not that the town is asleep. This is nothingness, devoid of any human presence. It's total stillness, brought on by the death of everything in the area. Yikes. Yeah, a little too slow, huh? I get dizzy. There's no change in the town. The area, about 50 households, are standing in the darkness with no change. There's no sign of broken doors. There's no sign of broken windows. And of course, there are no cranes to remove the roof and to take everything out of these houses. And at the same time, the presence of the hundreds of people who should live in this area is gone.
Emiya-kun, そこの家入ってみましょう.
And he keeps picturing Sakura. It's so obvious at this point. He knows. He knows what it is. She puts on gloves and goes into a nearby house. She goes by the gate. She opens the front door. She walks through the hallway. She goes up the stairs, looks through the second floor, confirms that it's empty, and goes back outside.
停電している家にいた人は
Tosaka says they're gone. The town is like always. The buildings haven't even been scratched, and there are no corpses. It's so clean that nobody would notice the abnormality even in the morning. But still. This area looks more barren than that time. We look through a few more houses, but it yields the same results. The buildings have no damage, but the people in them are gone. All that's there are traces of magical energy. Every building, road, and ground. The black afterimage is stuck everywhere. I know that thing caused this disaster. I feel dizzy. I feel like vomiting. Corpses without corpses. Blood without blood. The desolate town engulfed by the shadow. I'm walking in such a place. So why does an unrelated image pop up in my head? Because it's not unrelated. But it's not unrelated. But it's not unrelated. It can't be unrelated if it comes to mind. Stop. Remember, remember. You know this. You know this presence, this smell. It happened back then too. What did you imagine when you saw it for the first time? Don't realize it. It's the same. No, something heavier engulfed this area. No. That time too. Why did you imagine such a thing? I have no positive proof. I have no reason. I have no motive. I have no evidence. Who is this similar to? That can't be. It's impossible. I can't admit it. But the more I think...
もし私が悪い人になったら
I have no proof, so I'm made to believe that my intuition is right. Yes, because the sensation is...
やめろ。バカなことは考えるな。
too similar to the heavy nightmare from the night when I thought about...
Shirou? どうしたの？急に立ち止まって。まだ他に気になることでも？
He knows what the shadow is. I think I just realized something. Remember, the very first time we saw the shadow? It was after we killed Ryder. Right? After Shinji's book burned up, which means... Did it go back to Sakura? Is that why it appeared? Possible. But at this point, they have basically pretty much outright confirmed it. At the very least, Shirou suspects it too. So unless we're both wrong, I was right on this. I'm taking that as a massive dub. I shake my head to dispel the dizziness. It seems the traces of the shadow are getting to me.
いや、吐き気がするだけ
Oh no.
俺のことはいいから、話を続けてくれ、父さんが。
He knows and he's just ignoring it.
本当？参ったわね。向上した四郎の大魔力でもあいつの残滓に当てられちゃうんだ。まあ、あれだけの魔力の塊なんだから当然といえば当然か。そうでもなければ町を食うなんてできないものね。
He's just hiding things from you.
いや、体力がなくなったとかそういうんじゃない。単に気持ちが悪くなっただけで、奪われたものはないと思う。
Tosaka understands. More importantly, we have to find out what happened here.
で、一体何が起きたんだ？
What do you think happened? You know what happened. Stop. He's just denying it.
まあ、今までと同じ食事でしょうね。ただ、規模が段違いになっただけ。
Yeah, and then Sakura's gonna mysteriously be fine in the morning for a few hours.
町中に残った後からして、一軒一軒訪ねていったなんてことじゃなかったはずよ。あれは津波みたいにあの一帯に覆いかぶさって、そのまま地面に溶けていった。よっぽどけど、無機物はお口に合わないみたいね。生きていないものは通り抜けて、有機物だけを残らず消化していった。救いがあるとしたら一瞬で消えたことか。痛みも恐怖も感じる時間なんてなかったでしょ。
Suppose there's that. A boundary field of dissolution. Tosaka explains that it's like the boundary field Rider set up at school, much stronger and instantaneous. Wow. Crazy. How related those are.
問題はそれだけの魔術の発動にもかかわらず、魔力を感知できなかったってことよ。あれがあの影の仕業だって言うんなら、あいつにとってあれは魔術じゃなく、ただの挙動に過ぎないことになる。要するに、あれだけ広範囲の妖怪も、黒い影にとっては寝返りみたいなものだってこと。
Like tossing around in its sleep, huh? Now where have we seen that? I mean, at this point, it's like, I keep saying it, it's like pretty much confirmed. And Shirou agrees too. He just doesn't want to face that reality. I see. But it's over. The shadow's satisfied with the food and disappeared. There's no way or reason for us to follow it. There's no reason to keep patrolling. The damage has already been done, and we can't do anything without a way to sense the shadow. We thought we could save people if we rushed to the scene when the shadow or Zoken was attacking them. But it's meaningless now. Because we have no way to find that shadow, and most of all...
分かってはいたことだけど、あいつ、日に日に成長してるわ。このペースでいけば、次に出た時は手をつけられない怪物になっているでしょうね。
Yeah. We have no chance of victory right now. Yeah. Yikes. Interlude 12 too. Not a red one. Boom, 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 boom. A complete silence. But they are not the only ones enjoying the spectacle. No, that expression is incorrect. The girl and the boy. They're both still willing to fight, so they are not enjoying the spectacle. Only inhuman minds are able to enjoy this spectacle. I'm taking it this is a Kirei?
いやいや、加減を知らんのも困りものだ。
Never mind.
よかれと思い放任してきたが、これはそろそろ刈り取らねばならんかの。
Maybe that's why Zoken recognized it. As well. The old man laughs. The man and the white skull roam around the desolate town. They're watching the girl and the boy. The old man watches his enemies with pleasure. There's no hostility in him. How can he detest people who are not his enemies anymore? For him, they're no different from rocks by the roadside. Dang, he doesn't even consider us enemies at this point. But it's different for the white skull. For him, an enemy is an enemy, no matter how weak they may be. He will eliminate them if they stand opposed, and he will assassinate them if they are too strong to match. That's his code, a rule he must obey.
この場で殺しても良いのでは?
He tells his master, the boy and the girl are full of openings. In this land of death, they stand defenseless. It only looks like sick people asking for death. So he believes that he should be compassionate and kill them here. But
いや、それはいささかもったいない。ここまで生かしておいたのだ。ここで終わらせては芸がなかろう。
the old man has no compassion. This thing that wears human form is rotten to the core.
例えばこういう筋書きはどうかな、アサシン。ここに生贄がおる。人の世に疎まれ憎まれ、呪われ続けた哀れな肉だ。この肉はな、けなげにも世界を嫌おうとせん。ただ一人でも自分の味方をする者がいる限り、その味方が住む世界を嫌わぬよう努めておる。
Sounds familiar, Sakura.
いやはや愛欲とはかくも尊く強力なものらしい。肉は何をされようと人の世を憎みきれん。憎めばその味方を否定することになると懸命に自らの泥を抑え込んでおる。故に肉には何をしても効果はないのだ。
It accepts everything because it believes in the one and the only hope. It does not hate the world because it contains hope, and it does not let out the curse within it.
だが、その唯一の味方に否定されたとしたらどうなるのか。
Is that his plan?
もとより世のすべてに否定されたものだ。唯一信じた希望に裏切られたとあれば、もはや歯止めとなる道徳など存在しまい。
Yeah, what is his plan to make Shirou, make Shirou betray Sakura?
では、魔術師殿は、あの少年に最後の一押しをさせたいと。
さよう、幕引きはあやつにこそふさわしかろう。予想外の成長ではあったが、あそこまで持たせてくれたのだ。ならば、息の根を止める喜びは譲ってやらねばなるまいて。
Zoken, you are something else. The old man laughs. Sadism and joy are contained in the laughter. The chattering of the teeth is like a white skull shaking in the wind. Oh, there literally is a white skull shaking in the wind, but I have a feeling we're going to get another interlude. No? I kind of expected a red interlude, I'm not going to lie. We return home before midnight. It's because there's nothing we can do, and we can't afford to waste energy patrolling to no end. My feet are heavy. Seems the fatigue of the training is finally hitting my body. My body's like lead, and my eyelids droop if I let my guard down. I'm sleepy. My mind must be more tired than my body. Every part of me craves sleep. I want to pass out right here in the hallway.
おかえりなさい。街の様子はどうだった？リン。
Decidedly not good. Illya is waiting in the living room. I don't see Sakura. That's natural. Sakura is... Oh! Yeah, okay. No, Sakura should be sleeping in her room.
やられた後だった。それよりさくらは？
何もなかったわ。ちゃんとベッドで眠ってるし、起きた様子もないみたいね。ライダーを刺激してない分、魔力に余裕があるから調子いいんだと思うわ。
Sure, that's why she's doing well.
そう。まあ、それでも一応警戒して。あの子、次に暴走したら後がないから。
Yeah? Even after seeing those empty houses, she's acting normally.
私は疲れたから寝るけど、イリアはどうする？
私も休むわ。明日は製鉄でしょ。よく睡眠をとっておかないと失敗しかねないから。
Illya leaves with a good night.
じゃあ、今日はこれでお開きね。シローも休みなさい。気づいてないようだけど、顔真っ青よ。
Oh, that's not... I mean, he might need rest, but that's probably not why. He's pale. My body feels heavy. I can still lay out the futon in my current state, probably because it's a habit. I fall onto the futon. Looking up at the ceiling gives me enough composure to make me think. I think with my wary mind. I think about my left arm, the loosened shroud. I was in so much fear and pain last night, but today was like nothing. I have no memory of anything being painful or scary, and the day ended in a flash. The answer is right there if I seriously think about it. I think about Illya. She said she can't live with me. She said she wants to, but can't. She said she can't live long. She said it as if it were common knowledge. About that black shadow. I think about Sakura. She's losing her freedom with each passing day. You can't even finish the thought, man. God. And as always, this song comes on at the best times. It's because the Crestworm is sucking the magical energy from her. It's not Sakura's fault. It's not her fault that her body's like that. All I can do is to give my magical energy to her. Oh, yeah, that's not her main source, bro. She should be able to maintain herself if I keep sharing my blood with her and give her plenty of magical energy. Not even close. I close my eyes. Illya said saving everyone is impossible. I can choose only one. I've already made my choice.
先輩、帰ってきたんですか?
I hear a voice from the hallway.
起きてる。入ってきてくれ、さくら。
I raise my body. I want to see Sakura even though my head's not working.
はい、失礼しますね。ごめんなさい。物音がしたものだから起きてきちゃいました。その
Oops.
先輩におやすみなさいって言っていなかったから。
Sakura's like always. She's reserved, considerate, doesn't say what she wants, is at a loss, and still smiles at me. She became so surprisingly beautiful in the past year that I want to embrace her when we're alone. She's someone I promise to keep protecting.
要件はそれだけなんです。先輩のおかげで体の調子もいいし、今夜はよく眠れそうだから心配いりませんよって伝えたくて。
Her coming here and telling us that is gonna... I feel like it's just gonna inadvertently confirm what Shirou's been thinking. Sakura's like always. But that's just a matter of course. She can't be different. It's not as if she's blushing and snuggling up to me like before.
先輩、やっぱりお邪魔でした。
And that boy is on thinking mode.
なんかすごく眠そうというか、疲れてるように見えるんですけど。
さくら、ちゃんと眠ってたか?
I just ask what's bothering me. My tired head can't think at all.
はい、ぐっすり眠ってました。
That's part of the problem.
また怖い夢を見ましたけど、寝つくまで先輩がいてくれたから我慢できました。
She's just inadvertently confirming it for him. A scary dream. I have to ask her what kind of dream it was, but I can't say anything, reaching out for her long hair instead.
先輩、
You know what kind of dream it was.
さくら、こっち。
I lower my hand to her shoulder and pull her to me.
先輩、私。
さくらは嫌か?
I whisper as I hold her in my arms. Sakura doesn't fight back, but buries her face in my chest.
いえ、すごく嬉しいです。
She relaxes and leans on me. So I hold Sakura very, very tight. I can't hold myself back. I just wanted to do this with Sakura. Wanted to hold Sakura many times until I lose consciousness. And I actually do. Sakura's voice does not reach my brain. I can only hear my own breathing. It's Sakura that needs to be satisfied. I want it more than her. There's no sense of time. I try to keep having this nightmare until morning, but the power in my body goes off right away. I fall asleep holding Sakura's hand.
先輩、私ももう。
I feel Sakura's warmth on my hand as I fall asleep, and my calm self speaks. The haze clears from my mind. What good did this do? Maybe all you did was finally confirm a certain unease by indulging in Sakura. He knows. He knows. Interlude time. Red interlude. I'm seeing the scary dream again. Something is walking. Something scary that kills people whenever it walks. I'm watching it from behind. I don't want to watch, but I can't look away. This is a nightmare. A nightmare I'm seeing over and over. Here we are again. But to be honest, I feel a sense of intimacy with it. It was scary at first. I'm getting used to it after a while. That is horrible. That's not good. Most importantly, the thing does not have an evil mind. The thing is something similar to me that merely eats in a different way.
暇そうだね、彼女。どう？一緒に遊ぶ？気分が悪いのかい、お嬢さん。それなら、そうだ。なんだよ、何黙ってんだよ、あんた。そっちだってそういうつもりでついてきたんだろうが。
It's the same tonight. Why do they all come? Does it release some scent that attracts men? No matter how many it kills, no matter how many days it continues to kill, the food comes to it. It eats. It smashed up the food when it first started, but it must be getting the hang of it recently. There's no need to smash up the food. It just needs to pull it in and swallow it. It can eat the body and the soul like that. Just eating them whole now. That's great. Sing and go. It's in a good mood tonight. It has never shown any emotion, but it seems to be happy tonight. I feel an affinity with it. I'm very happy tonight too. Because this is the first time. Senpai asked for me for the first time. Yes, there's nothing to be afraid of now. I keep seeing this nightmare, but it's alright. The world looked so beautiful and kind now that Senpai's looking at me. So I feel like continuing this bad dream and going to look for another meal. But...
精が出るな。今夜に限っていつもの倍か。
What's up, Gilgamesh? I meet someone that's scarier than the nightmare. It runs. The thing that never felt fear ran away from the person. Golden hair and red eyes. The person that has the same smell as me. The golden servant that...
今のうちに死んでおけよ、娘。馴染んでしまえば死ぬこともできなくなるぞ。
Sheesh. That boy Gilgamesh just straight up warned her? Warned me before to kill myself. Run away. From what? Run away. Who? Run away. Why? My dream doesn't end. The thing panics and flees into the back alley. But that's the end.
聖杯の出来損ないを期待していたが、まさかあれに届くほど完成するとはな。惜しいと言えば惜しいのだな。
Oh, Lord.
選別は俺の手で行う。死にゆく前に適合しすぎた己が身を呪うがいい。
What did he just do? In an instant, the thing is showered with weapons. I mean, yeah, I got that much, but... like, what effect is that gonna have? Huh? That's strange. It hurts. The thing is the one who was stabbed, so why am I in pain? The thing is the one that's dead, so why am I on the ground? I'm dreaming, so why? Oh, snap! Why is my body cut up? Oh, Jesus. It hurts. It hurts even though this is a dream, Senpai. Pink, squishy stuff is hanging obscenely from my stomach. I try moving my hands to put my intestines back in, but my hands are only connected by flaps of skin. Legs. There are legs, but I'm torn off from my waist down. When I cry out, it hurts as if lightning hit my back. But I can't jump up because I don't have my limbs. Why am I...
まだ息があるのか。息汚いな、娘。
He shows no mercy. The golden man snaps his fingers, summons a blade that's bigger than my body, and comes to cut my neck. A bad dream. This is a bad dream. This is like the bad dreams I've had. This isn't happening, and I'll be in Senpai's house when I wake up. So I have to wake up soon. Because it hurts. It hurts so much that I could die. So if I don't wake up, I'll really... But I don't wake up. I don't wake up from the dream. Help. Help. It hurts. Help. Help. Quick, wake up, or I'll really... But I don't wake up. I don't wake up from the dream. The dream. I can't escape from my dream, Senpai. Yikes. And the woman falls. The woman, pierced with numerous noble phantasms, crawls on the ground like a bug. She is still conscious. Her life cannot be saved by any means, but she still frantically tries to move her limbs.
まだ息があるのか。息汚いな、娘。
And didn't you just say that? A scornful death sentence. The Golden Man, a heroic spirit called Gilgamesh, mercilessly readies the final attack.
死にたくない。やっと先輩が私を見てくれたのに、もっと触れて欲しかったのに。
God. She must not see anything now. The woman babbles about her mundane wish, reaching out with an arm that's missing from the elbow down, as if to cling to the small happiness she finally obtained.
やだ。死にたくない。死にたくない。だって今死んでしまったら、先輩は。
Chill what?
それが目障りだ。俺の手を煩わせるな。
The guillotine descends. The dream ends. Still covered in blood, the woman's consciousness disappears in the dirty back alley. By the time he turns around, it's too late.
貴様、よもやそこま。
He's swallowed, beginning with his feet. Yo! There's no way to run, because... it takes longer than usual. Did she just whoop up on Gilgamesh? And that's such a creepy image. Let me screenshot that.
痛い。少ないから治らないんだ。
She starts to walk. Her stomach is growling. The only driving force in her brain is hunger. She's still not satisfied after consuming a heroic spirit with energy worth a few 100,000 souls.
足りない。こんなんじゃ足りない。
It's as if she's driven by a fever. For the first time, she starts walking to the breeding area out of her own will. Oh no. That was... that's about as bad as it gets, right? That's about as bad as it gets, right? Do I take the excellent stopping point, or do I keep going because I want to keep going? I feel like we gotta be on, like, the final stretch, right? Like, very nearly. I feel like we're almost at that stretch, so I feel like I gotta end it here, or else I'm gonna accidentally record for, like, 7 hours. I don't want to end it here, though. Here's what we're going to do. I am just going to make a conclusion here, right? And make this choice here in a minute, right? Maybe I'll change my mind. Either way, this conclusion will be in this episode, though. Just because I'll need them both. So this episode started kind of slow, and it picked up so much. Dear God, it picked up. I don't even know what to say. So, the biggest thing, obviously, is the blatant confirmation that Sakura is the Shadow. Or controls the Shadow, and it gives her magical energy. Point is, she's very, very, very clearly connected with it. It's like, I'm not even gonna say it's basically confirmed. It is confirmed at this point. Shirou had already pretty much confirmed it. Waking up from that dream and realizing those people were actually dead confirmed it. And then especially seeing that red interlude just now and seeing her follow it, saying that it resonated with her, right? And then she runs into Gilgamesh, who had previously told her that if she comes too close to it, she won't be able to die, right? Seeing him, right? And he does his noble phantasm rain, and it isn't enough, right? She's sitting there dying. She is, even though it hit the Shadow, right? And she manages to kill him while like dying, sitting there dying. She manages to kill him and feasts on him, and all of a sudden, now she's willingly going to the breeding ground to feed on souls. Oh man, I don't even need to say anything else. That is just insane. That is so creepy, and it blatantly confirms my theory at this point. So I'm gonna give myself a little pat on the back for getting that one. I got it a few episodes ago, and while I feel like I got this one sufficiently early, I think I did. Watch me still be wrong. Watch it actually be the biggest plot twist that this isn't actually what the Shadow is. There's no way. It's totally Sakura, but imagine. But I mean, we got that. We also have the conversation with Illya, which was, I mean, kind of lost in the rest of the episode. But the conversation with Illya, only one of us. You have to choose one. Only one will survive, right? I'd love to live with you after this war, but you know as well as I do that only, like, if I live, you're dead. And at that point, why would I live in the house? Goodness, man. We just got to see more of Illya's character development and how lonely she was and how, like, happy she was with us. And then the hard facts that this isn't going to last, Goodness. And then obviously we had the training. That shroud, taking that shroud off, it's messing him up, right? Messing with his memory. It's like too much, but he seems to be getting a grasp on projection now. Which is kind of huge, frankly. Man. Just what an amazing episode. What an amazing route so far. Unless this route really fumbles the bag, I think I might like Heaven's Feel more than Unlimited Blade Works. We'll have to see. It could still fumble the bag with the ending, right? So I can't say for sure one way or the other, but this route has just been absolutely amazing. Absolutely incredible. We'll see, though. We'll see which I end up preferring. Because when it's all said and done, I mean, we can't really make the comparison until then. What if this route's ending is trash? I mean, given how popular it is, I doubt it is. But what if it was, right? Anyways, no point comparing them yet. Point is that this route is amazing, though. And I am absolutely loving it. So I hope you guys are enjoying watching me play this as much as I enjoy playing it myself. Next episode will come out soon, hopefully. I do have homework this weekend. I typically push it down to Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'll see if I can't get a video out soon, though. I wouldn't be surprised if directly after this video I start recording again. So there might very well just be another video ready for tomorrow. But I don't know. I'm ready, man. I'm ready to keep pushing through. Man. But that'll be all for this episode, unless I stop, take a break, and decide I want to keep recording, in which case I'll probably just combine them if I find a pretty adequate stopping point early on, and then I'll just combine the conclusions, which means you'll never hear this bit, probably, but maybe you will, actually. But either way, Route's amazing, episode was amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed. I forgot to bookmark. Let's do that. Alright, there we go. Just all around amazing. I hope you guys are enjoying. I will see you guys in the next episode, which I can't imagine will take long. I'm in it at this point. I'm in it. I want to finish, you know? So, I will see you guys then. Peace.